Hello and welcome to my newest video. Today I'm going to take a quick first look at EthMoji or EthMoji. I think it's EthMoji.io. Now this game is quite interesting because it's not just a game, it's also trying to be more of a build on top platform or framework for future developments, and it's mostly directed or mostly oriented towards some kind of social media audience that wants to use these different emojis that you can create on the blockchain yourself, and basically once a system or any kind of social media that kind of platform that has been built with these emojis in them, you own royalties every time your emoji is being used. Basically, I don't know how they try to kind of record it, basically how many times your emoji is used, or if it's just basically built into one platform. You use you receive royalties every time they are just built in. I don't know how it will work exactly, but I really think this is an interesting idea and an interesting concept because, again, it's not just necessarily game, but a new way to reward content creation, or in this case emoji creation on the blockchain. So it will always be transparent for everyone. You can't really fake it. Obviously you can trade these emojis. So if you, let's say, I'm going to click on creating. I haven't really done that yet. It's just the first look, but I'm definitely planning on. You can choose these base emojis, for example. Then you can go on to the next section. You can choose the eyes or any kind of different parts. You can go through these different, as you can see, the ears, the eyes, and then you can later down the line finish the emoji. Obviously right now, because you can also choose to own these different assets basically, so you can choose to own the hair, you have to pay for them. So as you can see here on the bottom left side, you can see here for now, if you want to equip your emoji with this kind of hair, you have to pay 0.0063 Ethereum. So in the end, you might pay to some degree this and this amount of Ethereum to completely finish your EthMoji. And once you have done that, you can also just choose to only do two things. You can only choose to give it eyes and hair, or you go through all these different ones. Obviously then they're going to be more expensive, and the more unique styles you choose, the more expensive your EthMoji will be as well. But anyway, as you basically finish the EthMoji, you can then use it as a digital asset. You can trade it on the website, but you can also already trade it on OpenSea, as you can see here. These different prices, they can be set by the owner themselves. For example, you have Dumbledore here for set price of 0.05 Ethereum. And what's really interesting, if a social media platform or soon to be social media platform chooses to use your EthMoji, they basically have to pay you royalties. Now again, I'm not too sure if it will also be realistically implementable, that every time the social media platforms use your emoji, you can always get royalties. I don't know if this actually basically activity in terms of using your emoji can be stored on the blockchain, or if it's just a one-time royalty based on the implementation of your emoji in another game or in another social media platform. But anyway, as I said before, I think it definitely has some interesting idea. It has some long-term potential because it doesn't just serve as a game. To be honest, there isn't actually a real game behind it. It's more of an investment asset type of gamified investment platform, so to speak. So you can own these digital assets. You can choose to create them the way you like. So maybe you have some kind of features you see you're more prominent being used by others later down the line, and then that's why you choose this kind of different hairstyles and different eyes and different mouth and all these other different assets to your main digital asset as a EthMoji, and then you can basically earn money with them. And obviously, once you created this emoji, this EthMoji, you can always receive royalties in the long run. So the more outreach EthMoji in general gets, the more developers will build on top of it and use it as a framework, or at least a digital asset addition to their own platform, and you will get some money for it as well. So yeah, I think this is a really unique idea. It really serves a purpose to some degree, even though it's not really practically used yet. I think it might be in the future. And yeah, as I said, it will be a nice way for content creators or emoji creators to earn transparent Ethereum without having to sign any kind of contracts, or I don't know how this kind of industry normally works in terms of emoji creation and who receives what kind of royalty, and if there's a certain limit to how many times an emoji is being used and therefore you have to pay a set amount of royalties. I don't know how it works exactly, but in this case, because it's being run on the blockchain, we have a transparent way to receive royalties every time your emoji is being built into a platform, or maybe even every time it's being used on said platform. But maybe I'm quite sure that it won't be as big as Facebook, for example. So obviously you can always dream about these emojis being as big, or basically these EthMojis being used on a platform as big as Facebook, but maybe they find their way into Facebook itself, or maybe on a platform like Discord, and you will always receive royalties through the blockchain. So obviously you can make a lot of money with them, but again, this is just the basically what you want to achieve as a maximum. I don't think right now it's really realistic, but again, I think it's a great way to make use of the blockchain and make use of a kind of gameplay type of investment game, less of a gameplay heavy game. So if you can differentiate it this way. Anyway, check it out yourself, leave a comment and tell me what you think about this game. Do you think, or rather investment type crypto game, I don't know how to call it exactly, do you think it has some long-term potential? Do you think it is more than just what it is right now? Do you think the promise that the developers of this game have in order for other developers to build on top and use these emojis with their own library, do you think this is realistic? Do you think it can be achieved? Leave a like if you liked the video. I'm going to post a link to the website as always in the video description, and also if I find the official Discord also in the video description, so you can talk to the official developer of EthMoji. Other than that, leave a like if you liked the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.